Here we start chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. First of all, you need to understand the meaning of these two words. The first one is coordinates and the second one is geometry. So, coordinates means the abscissa, combination of abscissa and coordinates, which we normally denote them by xy. And geometry means the measurement of these coordinates from the axis. Actually locating these points, for example here x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. So these are the coordinates of this point with respect to origin on horizontal axis and y axis. So this type of measurement we are going to do, and through distance formula, through section formula, and different application of this concept of coordinates. So a geometry of coordinates means when the coordinates are plotted on ground, public paper, its measurement from coordinate axis, that is x or y axis, is called coordinate geometry. See this vertical axis y axis and the horizontal axis x axis, and that, as I mentioned earlier, this point is P, where this blue line, horizontal line, denotes the value of y, and then this vertical line from here to here, this denotes the value of x, from here origin to up to this point. This is origin. Now distance formula, that is very important to learn and earn the concept of distance formula. Distance formula is used to find the distance between 2 points P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2, and is denoted by the following formula. We will find the distance between two things, this P and Q, by the following formula. Suppose we have this point P, where P is being denoted by x1 y1. This distance is x1, and this vertical up to here, this distance is y1 from origin. This distance is y1 and this distance is x1. Similarly, this particular distance, this point S from origin, this is x2, and this distance y2 from origin is y2. So this PQ, actually this particular distance PQ, we are going to find out. So that distance is denoted by the difference between x coordinates and its square. Similarly, the difference between y coordinates and its square, and the square root of the whole, these two addition. Let us start exercise 7.1. The question number 1 says, find the distance between the following pairs of points. First point is 2, 3 and the 4, 1, second point. Similarly, in the second question, minus 5, 7, minus 1, 3, and then AB and then minus AB. So let us go for the solution, and we take first part. The distance between the 2 points is given by under root x2 minus x1 plus y1 minus y2, y2 minus y1, whatever. We can write x1 minus x2, we can write x2 minus x1 also, similarly y2 minus y1 also, because ultimately we have square of whole thing. So whether we are writing negatively or positively, both result, both the squares doesn't affect anymore. Putting these values of coordinates in this formula, so the distance between 2, 3 and 4, 1 will be written as 2 minus 4. Anything you can do, whether x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. The thing is that you should subtract x coordinates and then y coordinates among themselves. So 2 minus 4 and then 3 minus 1. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2 and then whole square, and 3 minus 1 is also again plus 2 whole square. So 2 into 2 is 4, and then minus square of minus plus, and then square of 2 is again 4, and then which is square root of 8. Now this square root of 8 is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 units is the distance between these 2 points, 2, 3 and 4, 1. Now we take this question number 2 is for you students. You will be solving as same as question number first. So the question number 3 I am taking. The first is AB and the second coordinate is minus A minus B. So this you can take as x1, y1, and this coordinates you can take it as x2 and then y2. So will be again written by that formula x coordinate A minus, and then already coordinate is negative, so we have put minus A here. Similarly B, this B here, and then minus for that formula y1 minus y2 or y2 minus 1, whatever, and then y coordinate is minus b here. As you know, the square of anything will be positive numbers, so minus into minus plus a 2a whole square, and then minus into minus again plus, so b plus b 2b whole square, then 4a square plus 4b square. Now we have taken 4 common inside the square root this way, a square plus b square. So then square root of 4 is 2 that we have taken out of the square root, and root a square plus b square. This is the distance between AB and minus a minus b. So here we complete question number 1. Understand collinearity of 3 or more points. First of all, let us know what is collinearity and how we can find out it. So 3 points A, B and C are said to be collinear if the distance of AB plus BC must be equal to the distance of AC. That we have to check. For example, this is the line we have, this is the point B, this is A and this is C. So then what we say that AB plus BC, AB is 2 centimeter, BC is 3 centimeter, and AC is 2 plus 3. If it is 5 centimeter, then we say that then as AB is equal to 2 centimeter, BC is equal to 3 centimeter, and if by distance formula we prove that AC is equal to 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 centimeter, then we say that points A, B and C are collinear. Collinear means lie on the same straight line. That means this point, for example, there are 10 points on this line, A, B, C, D. It is not fully straight, but let us assume that it is straight line. You cannot say that if the point is A here, B is here, and then C is here, for example, then you cannot say A, B, C are collinear, because these 3 points do not lie on the same line. This AC is a different line, BC is a different line, AB is a different line. So I hope you understood what is collinearity. So based on this concept, we are going to take question number 3. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. Same thing what I told you. The distance of AB, the distance of BC, we will be adding these two. If it is equal to the distance between A and C, then we say that These 3 points are collinear. So let us start. Let the point 1, 5, 2, 3 and -2, -11 be representing the vertices A, B and C. A, B and C. Then the distance between AB, first and second. 1 minus 2 whole square, 5 minus 3 whole square. 1 minus 2 means -1, whole square means +1. And then 5 minus 2 means 2. 2 and square of 2 is 4. So 4 plus 1 is equal to √5. The distance between BC, B and C is here. 2 minus -2, 2 minus -2, this one, and then 3 minus -11. So 2 plus 2, 4, square of 4, 3 minus plus 11, square of 14, square of 4 is 16, and square of 14 is 196, which is 212. Let us go for third, CA. CA means first and third. So 1 minus -2, this 1 minus -2 whole square, and then 5 minus -11 whole square, which is equal to 1 minus into minus plus, so 2 plus 1, 3, square of 3, and then 5 minus into minus plus, 5 plus 11, square of 16. 3 3s are 9, and 16 square equals to 256, which is 265. Now you can see we have found everything AB, BC and CA. Now look at here, as if we are adding AB plus BC, that is √5 plus √212 is never equal to 265. So we say that A, B, C are not collinear. These are non-collinear points. Now the next question is question number 4. Check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and the third coordinates 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So what you will be doing, that suppose this is A, this point is B, 6, 4, and then C is 7 minus 2. So this way you just imagine that this is a triangle A, B and C. Now isosceles triangle means the length of any two sides of a triangle, if these lengths are equal, then we say that this particular triangle is isosceles. Either AB is equal to AC or AC is equal to BC, or any two you can pick at a time. So for that, what you will be doing, first of all, distance between AB, distance of AB you will be finding, then distance of BC you will be finding, then distance of AC. If any two results are identical, then you will say that these three vertices are of an isosceles triangle. So that's all, very easy thing you can do by yourself. I'm moving towards next question. Question number 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D. I show you the figure. This is figure. So friend A is here, friend B is here, and the friend C is here, and the friend D is here. Just check whether this line 3 and then 4 and then B is at 6 from x-axis and 7 from y-axis. Coordinates I'm talking about. 9 is the value of x and the 4 is the value of y. So this way you have to check. Champa and Chameli walk into the class. This is classroom, and 2 another friends are walking into this classroom. When they saw inside the classroom, they walk into the classroom, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think A, B, C, D is a square?" They observe that the way these 4 children are sitting inside the classroom, they are forming square. "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagrees. Chameli said, "No, this is not a square. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct." That means Now our task starts from here, that we have to find out the distance of AB, the distance of BC, the distance of CD, and then distance of AD. So this way we have to find out all these four distances. If these four are equal, plus the value of the diagonals are also equal, then we say that these four students form a square, otherwise not. So Chameli disagrees means either Chameli is wrong or Champa is wrong. That the question will decide the results. So here we start the solution. It can be observed that A 3 4, we are taking this A point as the 3 4 because the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 4. B point, the value of this is B, value of x is 6 and the value of y is 7. Okay, and then C is here the value of x is 9, here it is 9, and the value of y is 4. Last D, the value of x is 6, the value of y is 1. So we got these coordinates of four vertices. Are the positions of these four friends. Four friends are sitting at these distances, at these vertices. So first of all, the distance of AB from A to B, let us see. Now this 3 minus 6 and 4 minus 7 whole square of both. So then 3 minus 6 minus 3 whole square, and the 4 minus 7, minus 3 whole square. 3 3 is a 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. The square root of 18 is 3 root 2. Now the next is BC is equal to, now BC means 6 minus 9 whole square and 7 minus 4 whole square. 6 minus 9 is minus 3, and then 7 minus 4 is also is a plus 3. So again 9 plus 9, again root 18, and again 3 root 2. That means these two sides are of same length. Then BC, then CD. CD means now 9 minus 6 and then 4 minus 1. So 9 minus 6, 3, 4 minus 1, 3, again 9 plus 9, again 18, again 3 root 2. The last side. AD. AD means this one from A to D. So AD means this 3 minus 6 and then 4 minus 1. So 3 minus 6 again minus 3, and then 4 minus 1 again 3 plus 3, 9 plus 9 again, and then root 18 and 3 root 2. So we saw all the sides are equal. Now the problem is that we are knowing that all four sides are equal in two cases. One is square, other one is rhombus. So now we need to check, since in square both the diagonals are equal, but in rhombus both the diagonals are not equal. So for that we need to check the diagonal AC now first. AC. So we are going to find out the value of this AC. So what is that AC? A means 3 minus 9 and 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 9 is 6, and then overall the value of AC is 6. Now after AC we are going for diagonal BD. B and D. B and D means 6 minus 6 and 7 minus 1. Value of this diagonal is also equal to 6. So that means these two diagonals are equal. All the four sides are equal. Hence ABCD form a square. That means what Champa says that this all, don't you think ABCD is a square? So that means she is right and Chameli is wrong. So Champa was correct. So that's all this question. This is the application of distance formula in a real life situation. We are moving towards next question. Question number 6. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reason for your answer. You are knowing already, I have explained that there are basically 5 types of quadrilateral. One is square, other one is rectangle, then the parallelogram, then rhombus, and lastly trapezium. You are knowing the basic properties of this, that all sides are equal. Just now we saw in previous question, all sides are equal, all angles are equal, but angle doesn't angle is not our now target point, because we are eyeing at a distance formula, and distance formula can be applied to the sides only, not to the angle. So this side, this particular diagonal and this particular diagonal, both are equal. In case of rectangle, all opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are pair of opposite sides is equal, and then diagonals are also equal. In parallelogram, again same property of a rectangle, but in a little different format. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, but diagonals are not. This is bigger one, lengthy, and this is shorter one. Then in case of rhombus, all sides are equal like square, but the diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are having different measurement. And in trapezium, this opposite sides are parallel. One pair of side is parallel and another one is non-parallel. So here you need to see that if none of the side is equal to the other side, then we say that it is a trapezium, because here you will not find maybe these two sides may be equal in a very rare condition. Otherwise this side will not be equal to this side, and this diagonals may be or may not be. Okay, after knowing all the properties of these five quadrilateral, you can start with the first, second and third. As you can see here, you have 4 vertices. So take all these vertices, and one by one you just check whether all A, B, B, C, C, D, and then diagonals, all the diagonals, all the sides, all the diagonals you check, and just segregate as per the name of these quadrilateral, whether it is square or it is rectangle or parallelogram, rhombus or trapezium. So it is for you. Next question is question number 7. Find the point on the x-axis. This is very important. Find the point on the x-axis, underline this x-axis, which is equidistant. Equidistant means at equal distance from 2, -5 and -2, 9. So first of all, you need to understand the meaning of x-axis. X-axis means the y coordinate is not alive, that means it is 0, and on the y-axis x coordinate is 0. So that you need to understand. So first of all, let us start this diagrammatically understanding of the question, that this is x-axis and y-axis. So here is the point which we are talking about, the point lying on x-axis. So this is x-axis, where the value of x coordinate will be x and the y coordinate will be 0. Then, as I have written here, 0. Equidistance means the distance is equal. Now let us check this plus and minus, that means fourth quadrant. So we are taking this coordinate here in the fourth quadrant, that is 2, -5, and another coordinate -2, 9, which is a minus, negative, positive, that means second quadrant. So it is here, lying here, -2, 9. Now it is given that from this point to this point, this distance is equal to this distance. So we will use a distance formula and making equal these two relationship. So here we start. We have to find a point on the x-axis, therefore its y coordinate will be 0, as I already discussed. So the distance between x0 and 2, -5, this x0 and 2, -5. So same under root x -2 and 0 -5 whole square. So x -2 whole square and 0 plus 5 square, which is we will be taking it later for the further solution. Now distance between x0 and -2, 9. So now we are taking this distance upside. So again that same formula, x -2 whole square and 0 -9 whole square. So minus plus x plus 2 whole square and 0 plus 9 square. Now as per the question's requirement that these two are equidistant. So that means these are equal in distance. So by the given condition, these distances are equal in measure. So therefore the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Squaring both the sides. So what will happen? This square root will be cancelled. So x -2 whole square plus 5 square 25, and x plus 2 whole square plus 9 square is 81. Now a minus b whole square. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. Similarly, a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and then plus 81 and then plus 25 in the respective sides as it is. Now this x square and then x square cancelled. This 4 plus 4 plus 4 is also cancelled, and then I have taken this minus 4x to the right hand side, so minus 4 plus 4 8x, and then this 81 we have taken to the left hand side, so 25 minus 81, which is equal to 8x equals to minus 56. 8 7 ja 56, so x is equal to minus 7. So x is minus 7, so y is already 0, so minus 7 0. This value of x we are going to put in this coordinate which we have already taken, x 0, or here also this is here, value of x is minus 7, so minus 7 0 is the required point on the x-axis. So that's all about this question 7. Question number 8, find the value of y. Now value of y for which the distance between the points P, 2 minus 3 and Q is 10 units. Now the question little changed than the previous one, that you have to find out the value of y among these two. First of all, distance between these two is given equals to 10. So we will be using distance formula for PQ. The distance of PQ is equal to 10. The distance of PQ is equal to 10. So we will be using here under root whatever that x1 minus x2 whole square plus minus y1 whole square. So we are going for the solution. It is given that distance between 2 minus 3, this p, and 10y is 10. So that means 2 minus 10 whole square plus minus 3 minus y whole square. It is given is equal to 10. Therefore 2 minus 10 is minus 8, and minus 3 minus y, minus we have taken common from here since its square is there, so therefore minus square of minus is plus, and 3 plus y whole square is equal to 10. So which is equal to, now squaring both sides, so square of 10 and then square root gone. So square of 10 is 100, and the left hand side is 8 square 64 plus y plus 3 whole square. Then this is equal to y plus 3 whole square, and 64 we have taken to the right hand side, 100 minus 36, 100 minus 64 is equal to 36, a plus b whole square. So taking square root of both the sides this way, so this square will cancel with this square root, so y plus 3 is equal to plus minus 6. So either y is equal to plus 6 or y is equal to minus 6. So y plus 3 is equal to plus 6, y plus 3 is equal to minus 6. So therefore y is equal to 6 minus 3 3, and minus 6 minus 3 minus 9. So these are the two values of y which we were looking for. Next question is question number 9. Q point 01 is equidistant from P 5 minus 3 and R x6. Find the value of x. Also find the distance QR and PR. So first of all we have to find out this relationship. The point Q is equidistant from these 2 points. So we have to find out the distance of PQ and the distance of QR, and then making them equal. So PQ, it is according to the question, PQ is equal to QR. So for that we are using distance formula. This 5 minus 0 whole square and minus 3 minus 1 whole square equals to QR. Q is this one, R is this one. X minus 0 whole square, yes, 0 minus x, whatever it is, and then again 1 minus 6 whole square. So square and square root will be cancelling later. We will be cancelling these two. 5 minus 0, 5 square, or minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 whole square. So then 0 minus x whole square plus 1 minus 6 minus 5 whole square. So now 25 plus 4 4 is 16, and then minus x becomes plus x square, and then plus square of 5 is 25. So now squaring both sides here, so square and square root cancel. 25 plus 16 is 41, and x square plus 25. So x square is equal to 25 minus 41 minus 25 is equal to 16. So x, taking square root of both the sides here, x is equal to plus minus 4. Either x is equal to plus 4, and then value of this 6 will be 6 only, 4 6, and then value of another value minus 4 6, plus 4 6, and minus 4 6. So these are the 2 points we were looking. Therefore point R is either this R is plus 4 6 or minus 4 6. Now our next part starts of this question is also find the distances QR and PR. So that means QR, this distance, and then PR means this distance numerically. So for that, when point R is plus 4 6, then the distance between P and R, that is 5 minus 4, this P and R, 5 minus, this is 4, x is 4 now. So 5 minus 4, 3 minus 3 minus 6 is root 82, and the distance between QR is again QR, so 0 minus, this is plus 4, x is plus 4, and then 1 minus 6, and this way it became root 41. Now the next, when the point is minus 4 6, similar same method, instead of this minus 4 we will, instead of this plus 4 we will put minus 4, so minus 4, and then here also next also QR, this is minus 4 here, and then solving it, 9 root 2 and root 41 when x is minus 4, and plus root 41 and root 82 when x is plus 4. That's all about this question number 9. Question number 10, which is last question of this exercise 7.1. Find the relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 3 6 and minus 3 4. So this, first of all, this distance is equal to this distance. So the relationship of this question is xy. That means the answer of this question will not be a numerical value, since there are 2 variables. The answer will be in x and y equation type. So we go for the solution. Point xy is equidistant from 3 6 and minus 3 4. So first of all, the distance between xy and 3 6, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square, which is this one, and then this x minus 3 whole square and y minus 6 whole square is also given equal to the distance between xy and minus 3 4, that we have already written here, x minus 3 minus 3 and y minus 4. So then x minus 3 whole square, y minus 3, x minus plus y minus 4, which is equal to the squaring both sides, so square and square root cancelled, so x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equal to this much. Then solving a minus b whole square plus a minus b whole square in both the cases. So x square plus 9 minus 6x and y square plus 36 minus 12y. Right hand side again a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and then a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So then x square and then x square cancelled, and then y square and then y square cancelled. This x square y square cancelled, and then we have this 9, and this 9 is also cancelled. Then 36 minus 16, 36 we have taken this plus 16 to the left hand side, so minus 16, and then plus 6 plus 6, this 6 and this minus 6 is taken to the right hand side, and then 12y, this minus 12y is taken to the right hand side, plus 12y, and then minus 8y, and then 36 minus 16 is as it is, what we have written, same thing, so which is equal to 20. 36 minus 16 20, and then 6 plus 6 12x, and 12x, and 12 minus 8 4x. So we can take 4 common from this, so that is 3x plus y is equal to 5 is the required result relationship in x and y which we were looking for. So 3x plus y minus 5, or we can write this way also, is equal to 0. So that's all about this exercise 7.1.